Today, I want to talk about how manipulators manipulate. If you've ever been manipulated, this will probably make a lot of sense to you. For those who are being manipulated and don't know it yet, this might help you. So, one of the main tactics that they like to use is fog. They like to keep you in the fog, is what they'll call it. And what they'll use is they'll use either fear, obligation, or guilt in order to get you to do what they want. You know, I've studied quite a bit on psychology and personality disorders, complexes, cognitive distortions. Very good information. Seems like the people of the world are wiser than the children of light when it comes to certain things. You know, and some people are against psychology and getting into that information, which I'm against quite a bit of it. But the term psychology just literally means the study of the psyche, which is the study of the soul. And they don't call things spirits. They call them complexes, they call them disorders, but we know them to be spirits. One of the main manipulating types is a narcissistic personality disorder, better known as NPD, which everybody's throwing around all the time, that everybody is a narcissist. And, everybody can be narcissistic, but it doesn't mean everybody is a narcissist. And you can look up, there's plenty of videos online that'll give you what a narcissist actually is and how to tell the difference between somebody just acting narcissistically and being a narcissist. But anyways, one of the main tactics that a narcissist will use is an acronym called DARVO. DARVO. What that acronym stands for is deny, attack, reverse victim, offender. That's deny, attack, reverse victim, offender. I'll give you an example of what this looks like. So let's just say, for instance, you're in an organization or a church, and the pastor or the CEO of your organization has a meeting with everybody and decides that he's going to say stuff about you that is untrue. Whether he intended to or not makes no difference. And later on, you go and confront this CEO or this pastor or this leader or somebody in a place of authority, and you ask them, hold on a second. You ask them, or you bring it to their attention, you say, in that last meeting that we were just in, you said X, Y, and Z, these things, and they're not true. I believe that they're a lie, and I don't know if you intentionally tried to lie on me about this situation, but you did. What they'll do is they'll use DARVO. They'll deny it, saying that they didn't say it, or they'll say that you heard me wrong, or that wasn't my intent. And then they'll attack you. They'll start to say things like, you always do this. You always have a problem with authority. I know the way that you grew up, and I can completely understand why, you might think that the authority doesn't have your best interest in mind and that they would even tell lies in the first place. I think that I think you really need help. And, maybe I can help you, with this spiritual stuff that you got going on, or these personal issues that you have. I just don't appreciate when you accuse me of lying. I mean, that's what you always do. You seem to accuse people of a lot of things. And so you see what they did there. They denied what you said. Then they attacked you, your person, your identity, got you to start questioning yourself to the core, not just the statement that was being said. And it's all a deflection tactic in order to get the focus off of the attention that you brought to what they actually had said, and to put it on that you have some sort of problem, and that's the only reason why you were bringing it out in the first place. So, point of bringing this video out, more or less to call awareness to these types of situations. I strongly encourage everybody who sees this video to start doing their research when it comes to these personality disorders, when it comes to stuff that the world has to offer when it comes to this stuff. And you can get a lot of stuff from the Bible, you can get a lot of stuff from spiritual warfare books, all that stuff is great, but sometimes that stuff doesn't necessarily make sense in today's language. And there's people who've dedicated their whole lives in order to studying these things out, and you can gain a lot of information from them. So anyways, hope this video helps. Bless you. Shalom.